G'day, SPARTANWILLY here and welcome back to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod. I hope you're all doing fantastically today. Welcome back to the series. I realised in the intro I forgot to say save at the end, but why not mix it up a little bit? Anyway, so today we've got the Melbourne Grand Prix, the third last race of our journey here with Aston Martin. Of course, this series may continue, but we'll be flying new colours if it does. I definitely think we can all agree that the series is getting a bit stale. I mean, last race was a bit of an exception to that rule, but in general terms. But yes, Melbourne Grand Prix today. We got the gearbox done in 3 days, and we'll try and get those brakes improved because, yeah, they're not important here anyway. But it's good to have the best parts in the car you possibly can. Of course, I've got to improve them last time out. Now, the Melbourne Grand Prix is a bit of a soft spot because today, literally, as I'm like a couple hours before I was recording this, it was confirmed that the Melbourne Grand Prix has been cancelled for this year, which I'm honestly devastated, absolutely devastated about. I was so keen to go this year. Obviously missed out last year, but what do you do? I mean, it should have gone ahead, to be honest, in my opinion. I think it's poor effort from our government, but anyway, we won't get political here. I'm going to go ahead and do these 10 days, and yeah, I'll see ya for Melbourne GP prep. Alright, Melbourne GP prep time. Now with the car, we've actually fallen to second behind Ferrari, which is surprising. I don't know how they've done that, maybe they're cheating, but we never know till scrutineering really. I'm not assuming they're cheating. So Ferrari are meant to have a good ability to build engines in this game due to their test track, but I would have thought other teams would have caught up. Now we certainly have. We've got the best headquarters we can possibly get. We're improving the performance of the brakes. We did get the reliability all set up, which is good. We're not going to worry about working that engine, but we are building a new engine for, I mean, it's for next season really, which we won't be here for, but we can use it this season. There's no rule risks, and it's actually going to be, I think, a 1764 when it's complete, which is going to be madness. So wherever we go next year, we're going to have to deal with that. As I see, then the current one is 1722, so it's going to be 40 better than that. So madness there. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see where Ferrari are this weekend. They're probably going to be quite quick because engine means a lot. It is useful around here, but in general with this mod, engine is very powerful. So as it should be, engines are a massive part of the car. So Q1, Q2 practice I'll do all clear this weekend. It's actually very cold because obviously we've gone to Australia in the winter. I mean, very cold for you Brits. That's probably not very cold, but for us, you know, that's pretty cold for midday, if that is midday. I mean, average 3 degrees, bloody hell. Yeah, I don't envy you guys on the other side of the world, that's for sure, when it comes to cold. I'd rather have the hot temperatures, but everyone's acclimatized to what they're used to. So yeah, enough slandering the other side of the world. I'll see, not slandering, all love from me, no disrespect. Yeah, I'll see you for Q3. Alright, Q3 time at Melbourne GP. It's all clear. No signs of rain all weekend. I don't think we'll get any rain. So, all about that pure pace. We've been sort of ahead of Leclerc all weekend by a tenth or two in every session, apart from practice on Q1 and Q2. But our boys have flip-flopped on top of each other. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Q1, Russell was on top, and Q2, Norris is on top. We've got both their setups on excellent, which is fantastic to see. I don't know why. Sometimes I just say some of the most inappropriate things on completely an accident. But yeah, so now right now Russell's on top. We've weight stripped the heck out of this car. That's the thing. PG channel with the heck. But yeah, that's the thing. If we have problems in the race of reliability, it's quite possible because we've really ripped down the car to try and get any sort of advantage over Ferrari. Remember, we also have a bit of a title race. I mean, hang on. It's still possible for Norris to win it, but Russell can wrap it up this weekend, I believe. I mean, sort of. I think Norris has to finish like third and Russell has to win, and then it's all wrapped up. I'm sort of powering through the session, but reluctantly stopping it to not make sure it fades away. But that'll be all the runs we do, and we're actually 3/10 ahead of Leclerc now with Russell in P1. Norris not far off P2. Okay. Sure. Alright, I thought that was the end of the session. I mean, we didn't have time for a third run anyway, but Ricciardo's on pole, followed by Leclerc. Ricciardo out of nowhere there, it has to be said. Yeah, okay. Well, bring on the challenge. He's 4/10 quicker as well. What on earth? What has happened with that Red Bull? Amazing. Fair play to him. Alright, race day here in Melbourne, and quite bizarrely, we're on the second row, which again came out of nowhere. I'm still gobsmacked, but bring on the challenge. I say soft tyres, race stream. We are on the soft tyre, so we're not. Obviously, we can't switch onto the super soft strategy. We did in Interlagos. It obviously didn't work out. The soft tyre is so much better anyway. I mean, it did work out. We got a race win, but I did not feel like we were much quicker. But here we go. Another good custom, unique track. We love coming to them. But here we go. Russell, beautiful start from George there. Gets blocked off by Verstappen, which means Russell blocks off Norris and hands him to the Schumacher behind and Perez. But Russell gets past Ricciardo, who's had a bad start. And he'll go down this inside of Leclerc. What a start from Russell. Fair play to him. He's on the outside of that corner though, but do get the inside on the next, and he'll just power away with that engine that we've weight stripped the hell out of. He's used barely any ERS as well, which I mean, I don't think he can use ERS. Yeah, he can actually physically can't use ERS for the first few corners. Let's jump on board Norris here as he's chasing Leclerc. Ricciardo's fallen well out of it. He's even fallen behind the sister team, Alexander Albon, which is very surprising considering where he was in qualifying. I love that turn, by the way. I said every time we come here, but it's such a unique turn. It doesn't look like an F1 car could actually do it, but you know, in the game they can. The Adidas sponsor on the rear wing. Yeah, I love this game graphically. Looks fantastic, especially with the mods on it as well. So Leclerc, who's obviously on the super softs as well, which adds a bit of an extra element to this race. I mean, that's with us every race, that element, because we're always on the harder tyre, because it's faster. I wish the AI would adapt to that already, because, you know, it feels like we have such a big advantage every race. But without it, bit of a struggle. But we're going to try and get these tyres back in a temperature. And Leclerc still splits our boys, which is very strange because he hasn't really split. He's been off the pace of our lads in the other sessions, but automatically in the races between them, mostly because Norris just struggled to overtake, which is fair enough. Fittipaldi crashes out. Yuki did as well, which is surprising. They must have done it at the same time. Yeah, well, they were 6/10 off each other, so yeah, there you go. Obviously, no rain today, so it's going to be pretty much a one stop. We're going to tell the boys to calm down a bit on the tyre wear as well, because we can hopefully force the one stop. Try and send these tyres nice long in this first stint. I'm going to ride on board with Norris here just in case something happens with Leclerc up front. He is getting close in that gap, so we've got to get rid of the pause. Oh, he flies past him, but he was in the pit, I believe. So I don't know if it was an on-track pass or not, but Aitken's actually under investigation. How did he go, by the way? I completely forgot about that. Of course, Aitken actually got into Q3 and was up in P5 at some stage during the race. I believe it was last race, or it might have been the race before that. But it'd be very interesting to sort of go back and check where that ended up. So he can get 52. I've completely gone into a different conversation now, but yeah. So as things stand, Russell is officially the world champion, which would be probably the latest he's won it. I think he won it earlier in the season last time out. He would have if we were this dominant. Obviously, we've eked out the cars in the second half of the season. That's why Norris has had to go. It would be interesting to have another season here with Aston Martin and just give him completely equal machinery and see what happens. But yeah, I'm not really that interested in that. I can't be bothered doing another 23 races to see what would happen. But right now, it's looking like we're going to come into the pits. I love this track. It's so good. Just make another game and make a track creator in it, please. I'm begging anyone. I'm telling you, it would sell. It would sell, surely. I'd buy it. I'd buy it like 4 times just so they make it. If everyone who plays Motorsport Manager now just buys that one game 4 times, then mate, it's got to be worth buying it. Worth making it. Sorry. If I had the money, I'd make it easily. But yeah, enough about that. We're going to the pits here. Pit strategy, save. You know how we do it. We'll conserve on the second stint. We're like, ooh, massive mistakes. Oh my days. This is not the race to do this. Why am I such a spud? I was talking about making another game, which I probably won't be good at by the way I've behaved last couple of races. I mean, I'm sorry, Norris. I've done this too many times this season. I've done this way too many times. It's a joke. And now I've kind of ruined his race. But to be fair, P1 wouldn't have helped him in the championship fight, so he can't be too mad. But look, I think Leclerc and Ricciardo have to pit anyway, so just stay in their pit windows. But I can't believe I've done it again. My bad. That's all I can say. Put my hands up, say my bad. It's always Lando. Why can't I do it to Russell one race? I just don't know. Obviously, I don't do it on purpose. So, Yeah, well, this race is pretty quiet. So if Leclerc pits again, I'll bring you back. Yeah, see you soon. All right, Leclerc is now coming into the pits. I was waiting for that little box to show up, and Norris will retake second place, and he's looking after those tyres magnificently, which is great to see. He actually overtook Ricciardo quite a while ago, but probably because Ricciardo pitted a decent way away. And we actually have a safety car here. Well, we're obviously going to take that free pit stop, so it's livened up a little bit, but not by much, really. Let's just recharge the battery to get it back up to 100. Let's not worry about the 75%. So if anyone who's just pitted would be shattered with that, but we'll take it for sure. Hope we can use a bit of ERS under the safety car just to will it use it quick enough? That's the thing. This uses it much slower than the other one. Yeah, it should be fine. That should easily get it under 50%. Yep. Alright, so safety car. Shake things up a little bit. Not really, but you know, we'll take it. Not bad, not bad. In a race where we kind of need a bit of a shake up because we're comfortably in the lead. Hopefully it will bring Norris back up to Russell and let him have a go at it. But yeah, it will. 1.5 second. Wow, that 35-second gap shut very quickly. Look to keep the charge up the battery a little bit now after the hybrid mode. Got plenty of fuel to attack. We don't need to waste any more air. It's just a shame that there's this lapped car between them. Aitken. Both Williams are in the points as things stand. This safety car they would have been spewing about, as they are, I think, 2 laps behind, which is quite funny. Yeah, everyone's 2 laps behind Schumacher, probably because of the safety car. Look at that turn. That is a ridiculous turn there. Here we go. They're coming in this lap. We're going to watch the safety car so we can get the exact second it goes into the garage. There it is. All right, attack, boys. Let's see what we can do. The tires. I should have attacked earlier so the tires warmed up a bit. My bad. Anyway, auto off. Look to power away as well. Let's watch Norris actually because he's got both ways. You can see both pedals, but he's got Leclerc right behind him. I think we jumped it a little early there, but that's all right. Warm the tires up. Don't use the ERS, however. Just chuck that back on auto. We'll take past that lap car who's, I mean, he's just going to have to let everyone go past, so I don't know why he's even there. But Norris is looking kind of dangerous there. I mean, not Norris, Leclerc. I'm going to zoom ahead a little bit, because Leclerc obviously has that pace in that car. He was in front of us for a good while. But it looks like we're pulling away now, and we're going to tell him to stop pushing so hard on the tyres. There we go. So Norris's mistake was neutralised with the safety car, so I don't feel that bad anymore. Still not great to do, but it was literally no downside to it. And that's pretty much the end of this race, unfortunately. Nothing really happened in that safety car. I was hoping Russell and Norris can have a bit of a battle, but that will be that, I believe. As this gap gets slightly larger, and Russell, unless anything crazy happens to him in the last 3 races, he will come home and win the Drivers' Championship and the Melbourne Grand Prix. My home race. Final lap that will not be taking, my home race that will not be taking place this year, which is shattering. Still salty about it. But anyway, look at those turns. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Is it getting wet in the track? It looks kind of wet out there. But nice bridge there. And here they come. George Russell comes home in P1 in the Melbourne Grand Prix, followed by Norris closely behind and a good 3 seconds behind. Decent race, he says. Yeah, it wasn't quite a race win, but we'll take that. Russell put in a fantastic effort today. So did Norris to recover from the mistake. They both dealt with the safety car restart perfectly, keeping their respective drivers behind him. Yeah, look, you can't really ask for much more than that. It was a surprising bit of pace we saw from Leclerc and Ricciardo in Q3, but we didn't really see that in the race. Leclerc had a bit of pace, we knew, with that engine, which we're going to see right now if it's legal. It is. So Ferrari have a really good engine, which makes things interesting for next year, more than anything. Oh, Aitken got a time penalty. Yeah, corner cut. I remember seeing that actually. And did the Williams finish in the points? No, De Vries didn't finish in the points, unlucky for him. But there is our boy George Russell, top step, Norris second step, and Leclerc again on the podium. He's getting used to that bottom step. Hamilton's missing it though, missing that bottom step. So yeah, there it is in your full confirmation. 54-point gap. Lando Norris can only get a maximum of 52 points from the next 2 races if he wins and gets fastest lap. Even if Russell crashes out, he can no longer close that gap. He can get it to 2-point gap, but he can no longer overtake. So George Russell is your 2023, yeah, that's right, Drivers' Championship. 2 in a row for Russell now. Wonder if he make it 3 next year when we're not at the helm. Be very interesting to see. We've officially cracked 800 points as well. So yeah, Melbourne Grand Prix, all done. Interview with Channel 4 here. Your driver, George Russell, has won the title. Wow, I didn't even know that was possible. I did not think the game could calculate that. Any comments about the winning driver? I've never seen this before. Usually it just tells me the end of the season, but he deserves every last drop of champagne. He's done brilliantly this year. Shame about the 2 DNFs. But yeah, you got to respect the grind he's put in. Norris, though, put in a bloody good effort in that second car. He is definitely a world champion in the making. But Jeddah GP next up in 3 weeks. 3 days, sorry. Back to back. That'll be next episode, obviously. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I've sure as hell enjoyed making it. I love that track. It's such a cool track to look at. But yes, George Russell is your drivers' champion. We've obviously already won the constructors. We could actually double the team below us points depending what happens in the next 2 races, which is a madness. That can be our goal to sort of shoot for. But if you've enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like. It helps the video out a lot. And consider subscribing. Road to 1,000 by the end of the year is the goal. Help us reach it. And yeah, join the Discord server, message me on Discord, comment down below any thoughts, follow me on Twitter, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.